Hey, what's going on, good family? Glide and Bear here. Thanks for stopping by the channel. I trust this video finds you well, your family safe, and your love for twos and threes growing stronger each and every day. Hey man, Dollar and I, we went up to Cincinnati, Ohio last weekend. What a phenomenal time. We went up there for the 2025 Conclave for Making Sci-Fi Incorporated, and man, what a great ride, what a great time. The bike performed beautifully. Also, I want to highlight this catch can and the motor, right? It's 147-inch cubic inch motor from All American Cycle. Ran up there and ran back, no problems whatsoever. And this catch can I put on last week, if you guys didn't see my last video, you want to check it out, from JCS Performance. Listen, I'm not gonna say this for sure, I can't say this just yet, right? But my gas mileage, it got better. I'm gonna make another run to the Keys here shortly, and I'm gonna really pay close attention to it then. I know what I used to get per tank, and I think it got a lot better, but I'm not gonna put that out there just yet. Stay tuned for the next video, I'll let you know, right? But for today's video is gonna be about Tuxedo again, right? We're still in the process of ordering a bunch of parts, getting Tuxedo to be squared away, transferring to the vision that I have for. Last video, we switched out the flush mount gas cap here. We switched out this ignition housing, and also the gas gauge we switched out as well, as you can see. And we changed the speedometer. We went with that speedometer versus the digital speedometer. I just like that one better. I can see it better, especially at night. And that's what we chose to go with, right? But today, we're gonna do something different, and we're gonna go ahead and begin to switch out this rear end right here, right? We're gonna get rid of this rear end and change it out to something I believe more sleek. Gonna make the bike look a whole lot better. And we went with this CVO rear end. There are several places where you can get this rear end from, right? And also, we're gonna get rid of this ugly housing, and we're gonna replace that with the custom dynamics curve license plate housing as well, to give this rear end a nice custom look. Should be a good video, not long. Stay tuned with me. We're gonna get this thing done and get it done right. And as always, I appreciate you guys for coming along with me, man. Stay tuned. Glide and Bear.
Me and my CVO on in every mile. 44 even singing got me wearing this smile. Black on black, just me in the night. Windows roll down when I roll by. Me and my CVO never chase the crowd. Quiet confidence, don't gotta be loud.
All right, family, now we're getting into the good part, right? It's time to start breaking down the rear of Tuxedo. First things first, the saddlebags. I need some room to work, and more importantly, I want to take a clear look at how everything is laid out before I start taking things apart, right? See, what I'm trying to do here, I'm not just swapping parts. I'm gonna build with a purpose. Anybody can open a box and bolt something onto a motorcycle, but a real build, it takes vision. You have to understand how one change literally affects the next. The stance, the body lines, lighting, wheels, exhaust, everything speaks the same language when we're all done, right? And that's where the value is. So as I get the factory hardware, I'm paying attention to mounting points, I'm paying attention to the wiring, to how Harley originally put things together. I believe if you're gonna modify something, you first have to understand what you're modifying, right? Work smart first, then make it look good. I'm removing the clips for the saddlebags to screw into. Now I'm going to removing the bolts that secure this factory fender to the frame, right? Working my way around and keeping everything organized as best as I could. This right here is the part that Instagram, YouTube, typically, TikTok, they don't show you. Everybody loves the finished product. The wheels, the paint, the perfect angle when the bike is just sitting just right. But quality is built in the back where nobody's looking, right? Planning, part selection, fitment, taking your time, knowing when something's right, and having enough pride in your work to fix it when it's not. That's the Glide and Bear way, man. That's what I'm trying to build here. And but we're gonna get ready to get into this rear fender and keep things moving good. Now I'm getting ready to. I didn't have to take the fender fascia off. If you guys don't know what that is, that's that space there between the fender and your saddlebags, and then at the bottom it has the tri-light. I did not have to take that off to remove the fender. I didn't know. I was just taking everything out, but you guys don't have to do that. If you're gonna take the fender off, the entire fender off, you can bypass this part and continue taking the 4 bolts out of either side, 6 bolts, and get that fender off, right? And family, guys, please remember to really, if you have not went out and got a manual for your year motorcycle, it is going to be absolutely critically important that you go do that. You need to understand the torque specs of every screw that you remove. You need to understand the proper process to do it. Take the time to read it. It's really, don't let it intimidate you. Those of you who don't wrench normally, take a look at it, read it. It's self-explanatory, explaining things pretty well. So you should know exactly how to do what you do and make sure you put the bike back together to where it operates and functions as it was originally designed. So that's going to be critically important, right? Again, I'm doing the same thing on this side. I'm loosening these screws here and getting ready to now go into the rear fender bracket and those final mounting points to go ahead and take this fender off. Now listen, family, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with the factory Road King rear end, but we're not building just another Road King, man. We're building Tuxedo, right? And the vision is simple: to take a timeless Road King DNA and mix in a little sophistication of a newer CVO styling and create something that feels custom without losing what made the Road King legendary in the first place. It's a delicate balance for sure, but you don't improve a motorcycle by throwing every idea you have at it. Sometimes the smartest build is knowing what to change and then what to leave alone. And that's going to be the premise. That's the foundation of this particular build. We're not going too crazy with a lot of things. That timeless, legendary style is where it's going to be at, right? And this CVO rear fender is one of those changes that just cleans up the profile. It gives it enough modernization, right, in the rear and give Tuxedo a completely different presence. Custom, man. But hey, here's my standard. I don't want you looking at this bike thinking somebody just put a CVO fender on a Road King. I want you looking at it thinking, wow, man, Harley should have built it this way from the first place. And we did have some CVO Road Kings back in the day, but that 2021 all up to the 2025 Road Kings, man, it really wasn't much difference to these bikes. But that's going to be the difference of this one, right? Clean, intentional, thought out, no shortcuts. And yeah, man, down to the final hardware, and there she goes. She's off the bike. The bracket is loose. All right, family, went ahead and got the rear fender off. Nothing to it. A couple bolts, she comes off. This is the old one here. If anybody's interested in it, let me know. She's obviously for sale at a great price. Hit me up in the message me. Let me know if you want to take a hold of that. Take that. It's yours. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this new fender on, the CVO style fender. We're gonna get him on, but before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and install this curved license plate frame, as well as the license plate mount. So that's the mount. We're gonna get this installed on this CVO frame here, and we'll be good to go.
The next day.
All right, good family, what's going on? As you can see, we got this rear fender coming together here. She's looking pretty good. It's able to transfer over I used my same stock bolts that I took off the bike, the originals. I didn't go to the ones in the pack. These seem a little bit more sturdier. Replace these plugs here, the seat nut, and I'm getting ready to finish wiring. As you can see, I installed the Custom Dynamics curved license plate here. Works really well, looks good. It's gonna be bomb when she's finished. Had to make sure I had to rewire and reconnect using some Deutsch connectors to make sure this works right. Just the connector that it came with didn't fit with this bike, so now I'm just getting ready to get these wires secured. And there are many different ways to wire your motorcycle, wire these lights. I'm just going to wire these on the inside. I have some zip ties, and I'm just going to run this along the way on up here. So yeah, stand by and watch me as it goes. Should be good. Okay, family, there it is, man. It's the end result. That's the wires, the underneath wires into the CVO fender. Just wanted to show you all done, zip tied and cleaned up. I think she's pretty decent. What I am gonna do, probably gonna get some electrical tape and just wrap these wires up a little bit. Should have did that already. Just don't like it, but I have enough room to connect here, which is good. Be no problem. So no, she's looking good, man. She's looking good. Go ahead and get Tuxedo squared away. Yeah, get Tuxedo squared away. And also, I'm gonna do a quick little video about this with my boy Eli from Bad Boy Cycles. Went ahead and sent over a nice step-up seat with the backrest. I don't know if you guys have seen this already for your lowrider STs, but yeah, with the backrest. He did good on that, man. It looks good. And just thoroughly impressed. Bad Boy Cycles. See, I got Bad Boy Cycles on all my bikes. And I'm looking for a nice aesthetic type seat to fit Tuxedo. But I could go just a solo seat like I have for my Road Glide. It's a solo seat, Bad Boy Cycles as well. But we're gonna see, we're gonna put it together. All right, man, stay tuned. Finishing touches on this CVO rear fender. Yep. And there it is, good family, another piece of the vision in place. And tell you what, man, what I like about this CVO rear fender isn't simply that it looks better, but it changes the proportions of the entire motorcycle. The rear profile is cleaner. The lines flow a little bit better, and the Tuxedo is starting to develop that identity that feels intentional rather than assembled. And that's the difference between adding parts and building a motorcycle, family. Every decision on this Road King has to complement the decision before it. The stance, the bodywork, the wheels, the finishes, eventually all those individual choices have to speak the same language. And that's what we're building towards with Tuxedo. But this rear fender isn't the only piece of that conversation, and I already know what's coming next. And I'll tell you this, the next modification is going to change the way you see this entire build. I could tell you what it is right now, but I mean, what's the fun with that, right? So drop your prediction in the comments. I want to see who's actually paying attention to the direction of where Tuxedo is going. Because when the next piece goes on, some of you are going to say, oh, okay, now I see what Bear is doing. And that's exactly the point. So until the next one, family, we always remember 2 wheels down, never drink and ride. always protect yourself wherever you're going, man. Never stop learning, never stop building, and never stop gliding to push limits. Hey, man, this is Gliding Bear. Thanks for watching. Gliding Bear, out.